This is SSPTV News, brought to you by Samsung Productions and the Hazleton Standard Speaker.
The Pennsylvania Farm Show is a big deal. We'll tell you how big next. Happy New Week. I'm glad you are with us. I'm Ken Carr, and thanks for watching SSPTV News, your place for 24 hours of your hometown news and information. Presented in stunning HD on Service Electric Cablevision, Channel 513. Now to the information from SSPTV and the Hazleton Standard Speaker. Our Giving Shelter campaign has come to an end, but even though the official campaign is over, the need for help continues. Lisa Sugar reports.
We are here at the Divine Providence Homeless Shelter on North Laurel Street in Hazleton to wrap up what has been an absolutely phenomenal campaign, the Giving Shelter campaign, sponsored by SSPTV, our media partner, the Hazleton Standard Speaker, along with the United Way of Greater Hazleton and Catholic Social Services, which runs this wonderful shelter here in the Hazleton area community. I'm pleased to be joined by Mary Jo Pancala, who is the coordinator of the shelter, and I'm also pleased to be joined by Chris Miller. She is the Director of Operations for American Eagle Outfitters, the distribution center in the Humboldt Industrial Park, and a really good friend to the community and to the homeless shelter here. Tons of stuff brought in here today as part of their giving to the Giving Shelter campaign. You joined in with us on this, but I know it's something the organization does on a regular basis, but we are so pleased to have you part of this Giving Shelter campaign. So Chris, tell us what you brought.
Okay, well, it's important for American Eagle in the area and the communities that we're in to give back. What we did at the Hazleton Distribution Center is we had a giving tree. So we created little stars to put on the tree.
I have one of those.
Yep, with the, with the needs of the local area. And we encouraged our associates to donate what they could, and they came through for us in a big way. And so we decided to bring that over today.
Why was it so important for you to help this organization?
Well, like I said, American Eagle has social responsibility in the areas that we work in. It's a big part of who we are, to give back to the community. We do this on a regular basis. You know, we'd like to encourage other organizations out in the community to take advantage of the American Eagle Foundation grant giving. If anybody, would be interested in understanding what that is, to help out an organization like we did here today, please contact us and we can go through the proper processes to let you look into that.
You've done other organizations as well, so you're very community oriented.
Absolutely. So we've worked with other organizations in the community, Brandon's Forever Home. We've worked with the United Way, the YMCA, the YWCA as well. So we look forward to doing more of that this year also.
Well, congratulations to you and all your employees for bringing all this great stuff. Mary Jo, how excited are you?
It's very, very excited. Thank you very much. As you might imagine, the need here continues. We've gone through the holiday season, and Hazleton, as it always does, opens its heart and its pockets and helps out those who need. But the need is going to continue now we're going into the cold winter months. People are coming in. I'm getting calls daily now for people looking, all throughout the Luzerne County, Wilkes-Barre, all around, and they're looking for shelter. And we go through a lot of items. The consumable items go quickly. And they're the easy things, the paper plates, napkins, cups, those kinds of things. Coffee and sugar, always on the top of the list.
Well, the campaign that we were involved with, it's the official end of that campaign, but the giving will continue. There is a PayPal account that is set up so you can give financially. Go to the website of the Diocese of Scranton to donate, but you can go to our website, which is ssptv.com, to go to the PayPal button and hit it right there. But you're going to take donations constantly. You still need meals to feed the people here, so you still want people, even though it's not called the Giving Shelter campaign, we're still going to be giving shelter always.
Oh, thank you so much. And I'm glad you brought that up. Yes, the meals are provided, almost 99% of the meals are provided by volunteers. Wow. And it's heartwarming. Every night we have a different group of volunteers bringing in a cooked warm meal and serving it to the residents here.
So this stuff will go by quickly. People
Yes.
will come in and take advantage of this, so you need to keep replenishing.
Yes, absolutely, absolutely. The need goes on.
All right. Well, thank you, both ladies. This is excellent. We want to say thank you to our viewers who have supported this, the readers of the Hazleton Standard Speaker, and everyone involved with the United Way of Greater Hazleton and Catholic Social Services. Thank you for letting us be a part of this. Please don't stop giving. The need continues, and they can take care of everyone in need with your help.
Thank you, Lisa. Now, the Laurel Mall was also a drop-off point for the Giving Shelter campaign, and wait until you see the haul they helped bring in. We'll have that later in the week here on SSPTV News. In other news, this past Saturday was the 101st Pennsylvania Farm Show and officially got underway. It's still going on. Governor Tom Wolf and State Agriculture Secretary Russell Redding were on hand for the opening ceremonies.
There is a resurgence of interest in and from consumers. And I think it's the great development of our time. They want to know. They want to know where their food comes from. How is the food grown? And a very simple but important question of who is feeding me. I think that's transformative. And I believe these are the great developments that will certainly shape Pennsylvania agriculture and American agriculture.
This has always been a high point of the year for me. I grew up just south of here, and this is a big event for all of Pennsylvania. So it's fun, but it's also a great place to learn about agriculture, and it really showcases what we do so well here in Pennsylvania. I just love being here.
The Pennsylvania Farm Show is the nation's largest indoor agricultural event featuring 6,000 animals, 10,000 competitive exhibits, and 300 commercial exhibitors. It runs through this Saturday. For more information, go to farmshow.state.pa.us. An auction date has been set for a shopping mall in Schuylkill County. According to the Republican Herald, the Schuylkill Mall will be up for auction later this month. The auction is set for Tuesday, January 24th at 10 a.m. at the office of William G. Schwab in Lehighton. Schwab is the lawyer serving as the trustee in bankruptcy in the case. The mall's owner, Empire Schuylkill LP, filed for bankruptcy in October. All bids for the mall must be submitted to Schwab by 5 p.m. on January 17th. He will then determine which bid is qualified. Only qualified bidders can participate in the auction. Well, your help is needed to find a missing cat. Oliver is a tiger cat with green eyes who went missing on Thursday from the area of East Broad Street in Hazleton. Oliver has white paws, a white chest, and a white chin. A reward is being offered by his owner for his safe return. He is microchipped. If you see Oliver, call Jay Petrilli at 570-454-1271. Coming up on SSPTV, I'll run you through a super busy local sports weekend, and then we'll really put your brain on sports overload with Ron Marchetti's Trivia Treats. Up next, your local weather forecast and information on emergency kits from PennDOT.
This is SSPTV News, brought to you by Samsung Productions and the Hazleton Standard Speaker.
Get a healthy start to the new year. Core Fitness, the premier women's-only fitness club in Hazleton, is offering a New Year's fitness special. Buddy up and split the cost of the joining fee. That's a $25 savings for you and a friend. Call 570-455-7818 for all the details, or stop by Core Fitness during regular office hours at 711 West Broad Street in Hazleton. Start the new year off right at Core Fitness.
Time now for weather on SSPTV News.
Let's take a look at the local forecast now from the National Weather Service. Tonight, mostly cloudy. We'll have a low around 15 degrees and a south wind from 6 to 8 miles per hour. There's a hazardous weather outlook for Tuesday morning. Tuesday, snow likely before 5 p.m., then snow, freezing rain, and sleet likely. Cloudy, high of 30 degrees, 60% chance of precipitation. Little or no ice accumulation is expected, and new snow and sleet accumulation of less than half an inch possible. Tuesday night, more rain, snow, freezing rain, and sleet. Low of 27 degrees, chance of precipitation 90%. Again, new ice accumulation of less than a tenth of an inch possible. New snow and sleet accumulation accumulation of less than 1 inch. Wednesday, rain likely before 8 a.m. Mostly cloudy, high near 44 degrees. Wednesday night, we're down to 37. Mostly cloudy skies, 30% chance of showers. On Thursday, a 30% chance of showers, mostly cloudy, high near 50 degrees, high of 48. Thursday night, 30% chance of showers, mostly cloudy, low of 39. Friday, we're up to a 40% chance of showers after 8 a.m. Highs in the mid-40s. Friday night, 40% chance of some rain showers before 8 p.m. Then a chance of rain and snow showers. Our low will be 28 degrees.
I know we are all counting down the days till spring, but unfortunately we have to live with winter right now, but we want to do it safely. So we brought in our expert friend here from PennDOT, James May, who is the district press officer for PennDOT. You have some advice for people who are traveling around with, unfortunately, snow and ice on the ground.
What do they say? There are 2 seasons in Pennsylvania, construction and winter. It seems like we do see that a lot of times. And right now we are in the winter season here in northeastern Pennsylvania. This is the time of year where we really want to encourage people. One, make sure that you get your car serviced and that your car is in good working condition. The time to realize that you have bad tires on your car is not when you have the first ice storm that comes in and you find yourself sliding into a telephone pole. Get your tires checked now. Get your car serviced now. Make sure your windshield wiper is working. Have a mechanic go through everything. One, for your safety, for the safety of others on the road, but then also just so you're not stranded alongside the road. So that's one thing, is to check your car out to make sure it's in good working condition. The second thing we would say is to, if you're heading out, make sure you have some sort of emergency kit in your car. I actually, you know Mike, who works in my office, for Christmas this year, I gave Mike an emergency kit. We were talking.
You didn't have one?
You know what? After we were talking, when we left the studio last time, I said to him, do you have one of these? And I started going through. There was a lot of stuff that he didn't have. So my Christmas gift to Mike this year was the emergency kit for his car. In that, you want to have things like jumper cables, the extra set of batteries for your cell phone. Have your cell phone with you. Don't text and drive, but have your cell phone with you. Matches, extra food, gloves. Anything that you would need in case you're broken down. We had the infamous Valentine's Day storm a number of years ago in which vehicles were stranded out on the interstate overnight, and they were out there for a number of hours. Think through what are the things that I need with me if I would ever be stranded, or even have to go to a motel. So if it's contact solution, or if you have any kind of medicine, put that all in a kit and keep it in the back of your car with you. So this is the time of year, and make sure that you have your car serviced in good working condition, and make sure you have that car kit in your car so that if you head out and you do ever get stranded, you'll be able to be safe and wait for the emergency responders to get there.
And when we're trying to keep everything safe and all the safety things in our car, we also want to make sure our car seats are safely in our car. So I'm going to just let you touch on that briefly as well, too, because we often forget about that, and they need to make sure that because you're transferring them sometimes from, the parents' car to the grandparents' car.
And, we just got through the Christmas holiday season, which a lot of families are getting together, and that's probably the time that you realize, wow, I don't know as much about car seats as I did when I had kids my age. I remember being young, sleeping up in the back windowsill of the car or on the floor, and that's not quite the same today. So, one of the things that's really important to make sure that you do, somebody said recently that about 8 out of 10 car seats are installed improperly. And if they're installed improperly, one, your child is not as safe as they could be and should be. But many times, if they're installed improperly, they could end up actually doing more damage than they would help. If you have the seatbelt around the child's neck or something, where if you're ever in a car accident, that it could actually cause more damage. So one of the things that we do out of our office, and we do this quite regularly, is do car seat checks. We work with the Pennsylvania State Police, and we work with them. And there's a certified technician who can go through. It's a free program. People can contact me directly, JAMAY at pa.gov. That's JAMAY at pa.gov. And I can let you know when the next one will be taking place. But they go through and they do a full check of your car seat to make sure it's in good working condition, make sure the car seat's in the car properly, and that your child is in the car seat properly, so that your child can be safe when you're traveling. Because this is the time of year, obviously with snow and ice on the roads, we all need to make sure that we're very safe. We're all buckled up in our car, and that our children are properly installed in their car seat, and that they're properly in the car seat, and the car seat is installed in the car.
All right, great advice as always. Thank you for coming in and giving us these important tips to help keep everybody safe, not only in the winter, but all year long.
Thanks again, Lisa. And now it's the green screen on SSP TV News, your midday winning Pennsylvania lottery numbers. Pick 2 numbers for today, 6-2, pick 3, 549, pick 4, 3647, pick 5, 66899. It was a good weekend for Hazleton Area High School sports. We'll tell you why after this break.
Time now for sports on SSPTV News.
Had a pretty good weekend, took out the old telescope and saw the Apollo 11 landing site. Well, Carson Kinney and the Hazleton Area High School wrestling team had a much better weekend, and it was one huge step for Kinney and a massive, ginormous one for the team. Kinney won his 100 match and the 195-pound Wyoming Valley Conference Championship. Jimmy Hoffman won gold at 138 pounds, and Jake Maurer was champ at 113 pounds. The Cougars' Anthony Martuccio was second at 132, and Chris Lisecki would grab silver at 126 pounds, and Hazleton Area outscored Dallas 184 to 174 to earn their first conference title since 2010. We'll try and catch up with the champs this week and get them on the show. But wait, there's more. Local sports fans, here's the SSP TV standard speaker scoreboard. The Hazleton Area basketball team played great defense and won the battle of the boards to post a big win against rival Crestwood in Mountaintop on Friday. Head coach Mike Joseph told the standard speakers Dave Seaman that point guard Michael Casadas is the one who stirs the drink, and it's tasting very good right now, friends. The Big HA is 6-2 overall and 4-0 in the Wyoming Valley Conference. In the Schuylkill League, Marion's Brandon Muhammad hit a shot to send the game to overtime, and it was all Colts from there as they grabbed first place in Division III of the Schuylkill League. The Golden Bears of Monomoy area also dropped a close non-league game to Annville Clayona 60-55 over the weekend. Tamaqua beat Pine Grove in a Schuylkill League Division I game. Shenandoah Valley beat Panther Valley behind Jermaine McNeil's 18 points. Then the Blue Devils went to overtime thanks to Austin Ulick. He gave a 3 to send it to overtime, and they ended up beating Blue Mountain in a non-league game. Berwick beat MMI Prep, and Lehighton took down North Schuylkill. Marion pushed state-ranked Monomoy area to the brink in girls basketball, and they even had a lead at the half, but eventually fell to the defending District 11 Single A champs. The Phillies' Emily Schad led all scorers with 17 points. Allison Wargo had 16 points in Shenandoah Valley's win over Nativity, and that helped out their rivals Monomoy area in the Schuylkill League Division III standings, where Monomoy area now stands alone at the top. North Schuylkill stayed perfect in Division I of the Schuylkill League. Pottsville is also unbeaten, and they will meet up on Friday. Tamaqua lost to Pine Grove. It was Star Wars night at the Mohegan Sun Arena at Casey Plaza over the weekend. I saw a bunch of pictures. It looked like a lot of fun. The Penguins had a lot of fun on the ice. They won 2 games at home and an away game over the weekend to stay on top of the AHL's Atlantic Division standings. They now have won 4 straight games, and it was a really good weekend because they beat their rivals, the Hershey Bears, on the road in overtime on Sunday. Let's take this sportscast to overtime with Ron Marchetti and Trivia Treats.
NCAA championship game tonight, 8:15 in Tampa, Florida. Exactly 30 years ago today, the Cleveland Browns slipped past the New York Jets 23-20 in a double overtime playoff game at Cleveland Stadium. Hi, everybody, and welcome to Trivia Treats. That year was 1987, and it was the Browns' first postseason triumph since 1969. USC won a huge Rose Bowl game last week, as we all know, over at Penn State. The Trojans won other Rose Bowl games, but it may be hard to top their first Rose Bowl win way back in 1939. You know, back in those years, USC was known mostly as Southern Cal. Well, in 1939, Southern Cal upended Duke 7-3 before a crowd of 91,000 at the Rose Bowl in Pasadena. The Blue Devils marched through the regular season in 39 with a perfect 9-0-0 record without allowing a single point. 9 wins, 9 shutouts. Number 1 team in the nation. But in that game, Southern Cal scored with 41 seconds remaining. The score ended Duke's season-long streak without allowing 1 point at 599 minutes and 19 seconds. What else? In a surprise on this day, a surprise move. 45 years ago, 1972, the NCAA granted colleges the right to use freshmen in both football and basketball, beginning with the 1972 football and 1972-73 basketball seasons. 4 years earlier, the organization allowed the use of freshmen in all other sports except football and basketball. Previously, freshmen had been eligible only during the manpower shortage created by the Korean War and World War II. Also on this day, in 1972, tragedy continued to haunt former baseball star Tony Conigliaro as he suffered a massive heart attack at the age of 37. The heart attack occurred shortly after he completed an audition to be the color man on Red Sox telecast. As a native of Boston, Tony C. made his major league debut with the Sox as a 19-year-old in 1964 and was an immediate star in 1967. He became the second youngest player in Major League history to hit 100 career home runs, a distinction he still holds. But in August of that year, Conigliaro was struck in the face by a pitch. Dogged by eye problems as a result of that beating, he was forced to retire in 1971, with the exception of a 21-game comeback attempt in 1975. The beloved Boston athlete would ultimately die of kidney failure on February 24th, 1990, at the age of 45. My pick tonight, Alabama by 7. Till Friday, be a good sport and stay loose.
Good evening, everyone. In our Talk of the Town report, Felons Jewelers is presenting the Helping Hand Society's Diamond Drop Dinner Dance on Saturday, January 28th from 6 to 11 p.m. The event will be held at Genetti's Ballroom, and tickets are just $40, including 2 drink tickets, hors d'oeuvres, and dinner, plus live music by Into the Spin. Every guest will have a chance to win a dazzling solid gold and diamond key pendant. Please RSVP by calling 570-455-4958. And one more quick announcement, Catholic Social Services Auxiliary has planned a night at the races to benefit the programs of the agency. The event will take place Saturday evening, January 14th at Catholic Social Services Family Center, 106 South Church Street in Hazleton. Doors will open at 6, post time is 7. Attendees must be 21 years of age. For info, just call 570-455-1521. That's tonight's Talk of the Town. SSPTV News would like to send sincere condolences to the family and friends of these recently departed. Robert E. Marchetti Jr. of Hazleton. Funeral is Thursday at 9:30 a.m. from the John J. Pustite Funeral Home. Friends may call Wednesday from 6 to 9 p.m. James A. Hoffman of Drums. Funeral service is Wednesday at noon from the Butler Chapel of the Crofton Hughes Funeral Home. Friends may call Tuesday from 6 to 9 p.m. Rita M. Yanochko of Freeland. The McNulty Funeral Home is in charge of arrangements. Danuta F. Dymick of Hazleton. Mass is Wednesday at 10 a.m. in the St. Joseph's Church. Friends may call Wednesday from 9 to 10 a.m. Arrangements are under the direction of the Frank J. Bonin Funeral Home. Lawrence R. Messer of Freeland. Arrangements are under the direction of the Frank J. Bonin Funeral Home and are being held at the convenience of the family. Linda G. Busher of Latimer Mines. Arrangements will be announced by the Frank J. Bonin Funeral Home. John Gatos, formerly of Hazleton. Arrangements will be announced by the Frank J. Bonin Funeral Home. Maurice D'Angelo of Hazel Township. Arrangements will be announced by the Firo Funeral Home. And Stephen Romanek, formerly of Hazleton. Arrangements are under the direction of the Frank J. Bonin Funeral Home. Attention pay-per-view subscribers, if you see your name right now on News 13, you'll have 13 minutes to call in and win a free movie from Service Electric Cablevision. Our winner tonight is Joseph Schmidt of Ringtown. Joseph, if you're watching, give us a call, 570-455-7267, extension 104.
Well, some Hazleton Area School District news for you tomorrow. I have Clemson tonight. We'll see if I'm right or if Ronnie's right, and I'll see you tomorrow. Take it easy, everyone.